For 20 years, I have been fighting the good fight for the citizens of the state, letting people vote on ideas that they believe in that they're not getting from their government. And the first one that really caught fire was the idea of just license your vehicle for a basic $30. Did this initiative 20 years ago. Did it 17 years ago. Did it 13 years ago. Did it last year. Over and over again, the voters vote for this because they're not getting any representation and any pressure to lower the tax burden in our state. What I'm so frustrated by this governor is that when the voters voted for it and the Seattle government sued the voters because they didn't like the outcome of the election, Jay Inslee was asked, well, why don't you implement it? And he said, I believe the voters were confused. 3 times in 20 years, we've been voting for an initiative that has a number in it. There is nothing confusing about the number $30.
He's a snake.
He was asked last week, what about suspending your car tabs? He said, I hadn't thought of that. I'll get back to you. I believe that Jay Inslee has such disrespect for us on our First Amendment rights, being able to speak out, to be able to exercise our faith, to be able to exercise our right to be able to defend ourselves with the Second Amendment. He is at a all-on, full-out assault on every right we have. And the one that drives me, I think, the most crazy is the media is buying into this line that he's doing this all for our own safety.
I've heard that line before.
He effectively fired 500,000 low and middle income people. And for those people, stay at home means stay home and starve. It is so incredibly frustrating to hear a man who's getting $190,000 per year, regular haircuts, and living in rent-free government housing, and he's talking about shared sacrifice. Yesterday, I was in Richland, Washington, and they had a protest over there called Let Us Fish. Let us fish. Jay Inslee is the only governor in the nation that said that it is unsafe for you to fish in their state. 49 other governors say it's safe to fish, but Jay Inslee says it's not. California's governor says that it's safe to fish, but Jay Inslee says it's not. He's confused. Thank you. There are so many things about this governor. I don't have time for all of it. I really want to highlight one thing, because it's a natural question. What would you be doing right now if you were governor? And I think the first thing that I would say is I would absolutely want citizens to show up and speak out if they were against what I was doing. I believe that the most dangerous thing about what Jay Inslee's doing is he's doing it all unilaterally. He's not consulting with the legislature anymore. He's not consulting with regular citizens anymore. He's willing to listen to one person himself, but one other person, the California governor, when it comes to decisions. The idea that we can't have safety, liberty, and a strong economy is belied by the South Dakota governor. This incredible governor that is recently interviewed said, I took an oath to the Constitution, and nowhere in the Constitution does it give me the right for regular citizens to not be able to explore their human right to be able to provide for themselves and their family. I will not shut down all these private businesses. I'm going to allow them to be able to do it because I trust the citizens to make these common sense decisions themselves. In August, all of you have a chance to choose who your champion will be, to challenge Jay Inslee over the next couple of months going into November on who you want to be able to go after Jay Inslee and to challenge him. I want you to look at the 20 years you've seen me fight these fights and get in the faces of judges, politicians, bureaucrats, never backing down, always standing up and making sure that the citizens are going to have their voices heard. The other guys in this race are all good guys, all nice guys, completely really good guys. We have had so many candidates run against Democrats over the years that have been really nice, and we didn't win. We've tried nice, and nice didn't work. I think that our president has taught us that nice guys finish last. It's not always pretty, but we want a fighter, somebody who's willing to absolutely push it all the way until the end and give the voters of this state a real choice, a real contrast. And yeah, shameless plug, I'm running for governor. This is how you can help me. I really encourage you to be able to help me. It's a really fun fight. I've done this for 20 years. I knew there would be some point where I said, you know, was this really a good idea? Every day that I've been doing this has been funner than the last. I get to meet incredibly courageous people like you. I love you all, and I thank you very much for coming out. Thank you. Other people to be able to, you know, join us in our introduction. It was nice that this many people came to be able to see you, like, meet me.